Hello everyone, this is Pomon bringing you part 24 of my Fire Emblem Path of Radiance Let's Play. Overcoming many hardships, Aika and company finally arrive at the dying capital of Nebasa. However, much to their dismay, King Ashnard is nowhere to be found. According to intelligence reports, the king is in Crimea's capital of Melior, preparing to wage war against Gallia. In addition, at least half of the dying army, including most elite forces, remain unharmed and at his side. The Crimean army is again forced to march. This time, however, the battlefield will be their own homeland. Eagerly awaiting their arrival is a dying army more powerful than anything they have faced so far. This fact, coupled with Nasir's act of betrayal, has filled Daik with apprehension and disappointment. Yet it is then, when all hopes seem faint, that unexpected good news arrive. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how the story is going to develop now. Chapter 22 solo. Interesting. Because we've been so focused on dying that right now I guess marching through dying again in direction to Crimea. I don't know, it sounds a bit weird to me. You're not like, sir. Reinforcements have arrived from Benion. Reinforcements? I haven't heard anything about this. Have you, Princess Alicia? No, not a word. Are you sure they are Benion troops? Yes, sir. They fly by Benion's insignia. There can be no doubt of their authenticity. The man in command is one of Benion's most beloved heroes, General Selgius. There's no mistaking him, sir. Allow me to meet with him first. I beg your pardon. Are you General Ike? I am, and you are? I am Selgius, Earl of Catol. I've been dispatched from Benion with a battalion to support your army. Your assistance is much appreciated, but this is very unexpected. I understand your surprise. For Benion's Imperial Senate, this decision was made with unusual haste. I imagine so. It took forever just to get the soldiers I have now. Well, there's a reason behind this expedited decision. Duke Persis has returned home. Do you mean Sephiron? Correct. Duke Persis is also senior statesman of the Imperial Senate. The Duke returned from his travels and began working immediately to settle pressing affairs of state. First, he met with the Apostle, and then exchanged reports on both foreign and domestic matters. Then they discussed Benion's position in relation to the current conflict and possible courses of action. In less than half a day, they brought the entire Imperial Senate into line and sent us here to you. So, you're saying that Benion has allied itself with Crimea, is that it? That's it exactly. I am at your service, General Ike. Oh, wow, thank you. Now then, please tell me what you would have my men do. I'm ordered to help in any way possible. You've caught me off guard. I can't think of anything right now. In that case, do I have permission to make camp around the palace and rest my troops? Yes, please do. That's no problem. Thank you. Please do not hesitate to call if you have any need of us. We're at your disposal. You probably know the meme with Thelius. Interesting maneuver. That's Thelius's famous line. I don't know if it happens here or in Radiant Dawn, but yeah, that's going to be good. Benion reinforcements. That was unexpected, wasn't it? Yes, this guy shows how powerful Sephiron is. Like I get the feeling Sephiron is more important as the ruler of Benion than even Sanaki is. But well, it certainly was, and it seems that Apostle and Sephiron did the impossible by getting them to us. Or for our little armies. Hard to believe they would go to all this trouble. First we take Dain's capital, and now this. Things are looking up. You're right, even if we don't receive help from Gallia, we still may be able to defeat Ashnard. Oh, it's true, we still can get help from Gallia. Yeah, no, we are good. We're good. Like Ashnard has made too many enemies for himself. Which I guess is why Benyon allying themselves with us is just a good idea. Because it would allow them to just, destroy all the Daein forces. Yeah, it makes sense. Because we're probably the stronger force. That's true, it's like a dream. I have to disagree. Oh, look. Soren is upset again. Who knew? What is it this time? If the Crimean army is not the crux of Daein's defeat, this war means nothing. Oh no, Soren is actually, thinking foreheading here. Like, yeah. Okay. What does that have to do with the arrival of these reinforcements? The battalion that just arrived is greater in numbers than the one we originally received. Not only that, but all these soldiers are marching under Benyon's name. So, if these reinforcements are responsible for defeating King Dain, what do you think will happen? That achievement, the very victory itself, will belong to the Benyon Empire, not to Crimea. If that happens, Crimea will be rebuilt however Benyon sees fit, and Princess Elysia will be a mere figurehead. And then the deeds of an unknown mercenary company will be expertly covered up. We'll receive some paltry sum of money and be swept under our rug somewhere. Mark my words. Soren, you're being so rude. Surely the apostle of all people would never do such a thing. The apostle maybe not. Sephiran. And this General Sellius seems sincere enough to me. I'm Soren. I have heard of situations like that which you described, but whether this is such a case, we've been fortunate to receive this goodwill. Must we always search for such ulterior motives? Yes, we must. Have you forgotten Nasir? It's that sort of naive attitude that allowed him to remain undetected for so long. You people don't seem to get it. We're at war. All doubts, no matter how small, must be extinguished. If they aren't, we could be ignoring something that will lead to our defeat, or to our death. Let's take Soren's comments under consideration. Discuss this at length. We meet in 1 hour. I mean, I think a good idea. We're receiving the report on the throne room. No deaths, no injuries, everyone performed exceedingly well, that's all. I honestly think the best idea would be to ask Selgius to guard Dain. Like, we don't care if they conquer Dain, if they completely take over the country. If we have them protecting our rear guard while we enter Crimea, then I think that's the optimal way to act. A Youth with 2 stars. Hey, you're like, wait up. Say if there's an enemy in my way, but I don't want to kill him, what do you think I should do? Is this about that stupid game again? Well, it's all your fault. You had to go... Wait. Is this going to happen in this map? Because that's what happened this time. Okay, so if there's an enemy you don't want to kill, you had to go on Tutor Daniel, and now I've been on this losing streak. Tutor, you mean back when we were on board the ship? It was just one hint. And he isn't like me, he's smart. I'm the one who thought up this game, but he's the one who's getting better and better. He hardly even win anymore. Instead of playing that game, why don't you try some real combat? Stop joking around. We're happy-go-lucky traveling merchants. We don't know anything about fighting. Give me a break. It's nice you're having fun and all, but please. Can you save your stupid game for someone who's not fighting for their life day in and day out? Well, what do you expect? Everything's war, and there's no place for us. All we can do is play this game, so... Sorry, I'll just go lose again. Oh, for heaven's sake. Look, if there's an opponent you don't want to kill, just shove him out of the way. Then you don't have to fight him. Alright? Okay, is this going to matter? Huh? Oh, thanks. You know, we're what we are, but we'll be with you till the end. We can continue to be of service, alright? Yeah, thanks. Sorry for being so irritable. That's alright, I know how much stress you've been under. Okay. And Soth. Soth, who I think... I might be wrong about this, but I think the starting characters in Radiant Dawn are from Dying. So Soth might be from here. Something on your mind? Oh, Commander Ike. I guess I'm supposed to call you General now, huh? Commander's fine. So what's going on? Are you thinking about that person you were looking for? That's all settled. Actually, no, it's not really settled. See, as I figured that worrying about it all the time wasn't doing me any good. I turned over every rock in Bennion during my search, but see, it's easier to assume that everything's going well, somewhere. Well, as long as you're happy, I won't say a word. So what were you thinking about then? And I didn't say anything before, but Dyne is my homeland. Alright. I knew it. So that's so. Yeah, until a few years back I lived in the slums of Nevasa and stole for a living. So anyway, I went back to my old stomping grounds and saw some friends. The rest of the city is empty, but they're still here. They've got no other place to go, you know? And what did they have to say? Everyone was mad that Crimea had won. They said if the king had been here, there's no way they would have been defeated. It's so weird, until now all they had ever done was complain about this place. I see. You know, Ashnar wasn't such a bad king. At least as far as we could see. If you were strong enough, you could rise up and become knight one day. You could escape the filthy slums. He was the only king who ever gave us that chance, that hope. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind fighting with all of you. But still, seeing your homeland scarred and trampled like this is tough. I'm sorry, I know Crimea is suffering in the same way, but I can't change how I feel. And the rating continues to be incredible. I think I actually got a lot of experience. Yeah, 600 or something. Parity. I mean, I could... Or provoke. Provoke could be a good idea. Okay, let me check. Now you have many possibilities. First of all, I can give you more things. Roar. Okay, this is occult. So you get roar. You get ether, which you already have. You get lethality, of course. Soul. I'm pretty sure I don't have a soul thing. Yes, soul. Also, you can't smite, right? You can't. Okay, you don't have to hold the thing Colossus, right? That's a name. Soul. Interesting. So you're like you're just like a healing paladin. Luna, yes, was able to. I think you had a stun, yes. Stun too. You don't have anything. Luna, okay. Flare, I think Flare is like more or less like Luna. I think it just does like static extra damage, and you have Soul. Alright, so not all of these people get useful things from the occult. Honestly, this is tempting, but I can't really fit it. Probably going to give you something. Corrosion sounds interesting. Oh, I can check. Okay, in certain instances causes enemies the weapon durability to drop. Provokes enemies into attacking first. Cancels support, terrain, and skill bonuses, making units fight on ability alone. So I'm guessing if its parity is for both you and the enemy. Smite doubles the effects of show. And roar. Okay, even if I don't have the capacity, can't I just check? Yeah, and I can check then. Colossus increases damage when units constitution exceeds warriors. That's for warriors and berserkers. There's berserkers in this game. Okay, good to know. And the other one, oh yeah, flare. I think you have enough space. No. Okay, so we will never know. Alright, do I give you parity? I kind of like taking advantage of... You know who would benefit from parity? A flyer. Because they don't get bonuses anyway. Jill, for example, doesn't have a lot of supports. Doesn't have the best hit. I think parity would go well with her. No terrain, no support or skill bonuses. But she doesn't have any skill. Yeah, let's go with parity. And I can even provoke. Well, I don't know. Corrosion sounds interesting. Yeah, okay. Who wants the cult first of all? I guess my first thought would be Void. With this Colossus thing. Increasing damage. Yeah, just a trigger skill. That sounds good. And you feel your thing. Then I have Corrosion, Provoke, and Smite. Smite could be the thing I give you. Yeah. Because you're normally able to shove a lot of people because you are heavy. Due to being a cat and all that. And then... I don't know, provoke on someone. Provoke on Ike. Provoke on Ike. I want provoke on Ike. And corrosion on Marcia and Oscar don't really. Oscar sounds like a good idea because he is normally tanking things. So yeah. Okay, that was interesting. Yeah. Now we are going into the map itself. Base. Leave base. So you're going to lead a small unit out on a survey mission? Yes, that's the plan. However, though we've taken the castle, there are still pockets of dying resistance. It's possible they may try to mount an attack and retake the palace. He did exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. I want you to be in charge of the watch. That is of course not a problem. However, you are taking the princess along. Do you think it would be safer to take more troops? Even if we split our battalion, we have enough men to handle both tasks. I'm just not used to moving around with such a large group. For this mission, I'd like to keep the number of people involved as low as possible. It's not that I don't understand how you feel, but we will compromise. You know, for someone from Benin, you're pretty flexible. It speeds things up considerably. To be a soldier, one must be able to quickly adapt to circumstances around him. Alright, we'll be back later. Take care. This is the place Nasir mentioned, Palmeni Temple. I hope whatever he was trying to tell me will become clear once we get inside and look around. I still can't believe Nasir was on Diane's side. I just can't. And he let that dragon girl get away, though I'm sure he had reason for that as well. Yeah. I think Nasir is maybe, you know, simping a little bit, especially considering Nena seems to have a thing for... At the same time, she seems to hate Ashnard and be in love with him. I don't know if that's... I don't know how it works. But yeah, Nasir seems to be just simping hard. I wonder, was it real Nasir? Although besides my family, the only people I showed the medallion to were Titania, Princess Elincia, and Nasir. I thought I could trust him. I really did. Why did he do it? Missed. Thinking about the past isn't going to help. Let's take a look at this temple. And that will be it. Missed. Shut up. Alright. What did you say? The Crimean army's here? They want to investigate the temple. What should I tell them? Crap, this isn't good. I don't know what they're after, but if they find those mercenaries who side with Diane, they'll wipe us out. It is all the will of the goddess. Resign yourself to fate. Accept it. But done. No one's going to roll over and die. Drains for sissies. What the hell? So tell me, how many are there? There appears to be 10 or so, including the women. Har 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 har. That's good news. It is. If that's a lot of them, we can take care of this on our own. It will be like stealing a baby from the cradle. Right then, here's the plan. Pretend like you wanna help them, and then lead them inside. And listen good. You'd best not whisper a word about being here, or else. But I couldn't. What you ask is beyond me. Don't forget, we've got all the other priests under our control. Unless you want them to meet the goddess early, do as you're told. Oh dear. Alright, so this definitely looks like the situation that we were talking about with Jorge. So I guess that you can probably beat this map without killing the priests, and then you get a fuck ton of bonus experience. So I'm probably going for that. Right, we'd like to take a look around. Please show us each room. Very well, this is a very large room. Are you alright? Why are you shaking like that? Oh goddess, please forgive me. It's a trap. That little animation. You did it. Please forgive me. I thought something like this might happen. I don't know how you got wind of us, but showing up in such a small group means you're out alive. None of you are getting out of here alive. If yes, fought our way to the dying capital. You're not even going to slow us down. You're cocky, ain't you? But who said this was going to be a fair fight? Huh? What are you doing? Hey, bring out the others. Oh shit. The fools are gonna be our shields. What? See, you ain't so useless after all. You filthy dogs, those are innocent people, you can't... Oh, mercy, please help me. Hey, if you don't want them dirty robes of yours to turn red, you'll attack this scum. If you even think about betraying us, I'll kill every one of you. But you can't. Remians, please forgive us. We cannot allow our brothers to die. And you go to the back. Please let this be a... Kill the boss. Discover this will not stand. These priests are being made to fight against their will. You have to try and save as many of them as possible. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I see 3 chests. 3 chests. Schiffer, a warrior with a killer axe and a killer bow. And Colossus. And Colossus. By the way, Constitution. I don't know your Constitution. Because it doesn't show. You can select another 3. Soren. I'm going to bring Astrid. Because I left her behind last time. And that leaves... I can only pick one between Gil, Mist, and Void. Well, I think it's pretty clear. Mist. I need the healing. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting concept for a map. So this immediate transformation should allow me to do some stuff. Okay, so this entire range. Oh, okay, there's a mage, right? I don't see him, but there has to be... Here it is, a vaulting. Well, that's not fun. Also, I kind of want to see... Okay, I could battle just the Beninax. I think I'm going for that. Yeah, battling just the Venin Axe seems like a good idea. Iron Sword. Iron Sword. I don't know how aggressive they are going to be. Okay. Let's think about this carefully. First of all, in here there's many swords. So the idea would be to send Nefeni this way. Here is mostly axes. No. That's good damage. I was going to say yeah, because I was attacking the guy I'm not intended to attack. Oh, I didn't give you a proper lance. Well, let's use the Night Killer. Take care of this guy. And didn't give you a sword, which is pretty bad in this situation. Because a sword would actually be very helpful. But whatever. We should be able to do it. Because I have Sorin in range to target the... Oh, sorry, Kanto. You can go there, for example. Yes, Sorin should be able to just do this. Yep. No problem at all. So that just leaves this. It's not enough damage. I can reach with you as long as I'm able to choke you out. Okay. Now I can see a way of solving the puzzle. First we go with this. With the steel bow. I need to hit both, by the way. If I miss one, this is pretty bad. But yeah, these guys are... They have no way of attacking me. Now, Miss should be able to take the kill. Yeah. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but, you know, weapon advantage, longsword. Using the longsword for normal combat is a bit weird, but... Yeah. I have money, shopping just bores me, and the game is easy enough that I don't have to worry, so... how are your ranks doing? D, D, and C. Only C? In wind? You have to fix that. I want to use the air rank wind thing. I think I have an arms scroll or something, but I would like to do it without wasting it, you know. And there we go. Alright, so that more or less clears the closest enemies. Now this guy could attack with a short spear many of my people, but it should be okay. Now to this side. First of all, I have many attackers. Open up pretty big. Alright, I can actually kill with the Sonic Sword. So I'm going for this, for sure. Should have attack from below instead from there, because then I could shove out the priest. Okay, I didn't calculate properly there, but I think I can still do it. Yeah, I can still do it thanks to having a dancer. Okay, if you hit me, this would be bad. Why did it look red? Oh, maybe because of corrosion. Like I corroded. I think it's the verb. The weapon. Okay, so now I need to go here to block the thief. That would be a good idea. Then I go here. I shove you all the way to the other. Don't I have a smite? Don't I have a smite? Alright then. Well, that's weird. That's pretty awkward. I should be able to battle pretty well anyways, but now Oscar is kind of in danger if they focus too much on him. Alright, Voltin going for Mia, missing. Now, the Beninax, I don't think it's going to get killed by Mia, but that's a crit. Okay. Yeah, not even with a critical. And she got hit, so she's poisoned now. You go break, of course, because provoke. A critical of 3 damage. But you get an Sonic Sword Ether to your face, so yeah, pretty fair. Not going to complain here. Level up. Alright. Now, this was a level. Weapon level sword up. I think that means I can use the Silver Blade now. Might be wrong, but I'm getting used to check with the L button because you do that where in GBA probably. Where do I A rank? So yeah, I can now use the Silver Blade, which is very good. Okay, so here I think I just want to push and be able to take arrows, so yeah, it's definitely going to be Javelin Nefeni, so she can take on you and you. Longbow? Okay, so I can at least lure the archers and then kill them, and that way we slowly advance while taking care of the range menaces, I guess. Okay. Killing a Swordmaster with a Javelin. That's nice. And perfectly so. Like, it seems like you hit the... Ooh, Chesky. This is good. Oh. Is that a feral one? Wasn't expecting that. I'm actually going to take a kill here. Looks very cool. Looks very cool. Then Bulk. Bulk might be low-key one of my favorite characters so far. Oh, I can use this. Okay. Now we're talking about 8, 8 defense. That's not a lot. But you have 20 attacks, so you don't really... You give me a Chesky, which I can give to someone, and then I don't have to worry with Bulk about this scythe. Okay, there's Tomenani. Probably doesn't do a lot of damage. Ike has pretty decent resistance. Here comes a Venom Bow. I know I could have equipped the Sonic Sword, but then I would be damaging the NPCs with light, so... Yeah, everyone's just going for Ike. Now I probably just run away, have the bows going for me. Sounds like a strategy. Okay, the provoke is a bit ridiculous. Really fits Ike, to be honest, because he can just lure everyone to him. Alright, Venom Bow going for Lith. Now the boss isn't going to move, basically because he doesn't have a way of accessing. Alright. And I obviously double. Yes. Good. Good. Now Mist is probably going to take the chess keys and run away. Okay. This is the battle I'm the most worried about. Alright. Decent. Decent, but we're not, like, absolutely golden. There might be... I think I might have blocked a feral one. Because they appeared someone and a feral one, right? So I think I might have blocked the feral one perfectly. But you don't seem to be aggressive, right? Like, I don't know. You didn't go for it? And I'm just going to come closer. I'm going to shove you. To have a weird positional advantage here. You went for egg. I wanted to block Marcia just in case. I honestly don't think she... You poisoned me, piece of shit. I honestly don't think she died to the Venom Bow, but... Another feral one? That one's in a complicated position for me. Okay, I might just stay. Because I can't take the chest. I don't have to rush against the reinforcements. So yeah, I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I still have 17, so it's not like I'm going to die. Just going to wait. Yeah, I was preparing the... Oh, you have stapes? Didn't notice. And Tomenani is going for damage. Thankfully on a steel sword. Didn't even consider him a menace. Okay, so now they are approaching Mist, but I can finish this same turn. Can just approach with everyone very close there. Can shove the priest that is right next to the boss. And yeah. Should be perfect. Just Spirit Dust. Worth it. Worth delaying this. So you can go basically anywhere, right? Yeah. There is a good point. There is a good point. Because, for example, this allows me to do this. Okay. And you're not able to do much now. Actually, oh, I can smite instead of shoving. That's why... Let's you choose. Okay. I'm actually going to probably dance for you because of your smiting capabilities. No joke, like it could be useful if I don't have enough space to kill the boss. But yeah, we chant. I don't know if Ike alone can do it. But yeah, Ike is basically not alone. Ooh, wow. Ike needs some healing. That and some damage, to be honest. Okay. I think we start with that. No real point in delaying this, right? Nope. So if I get a critical, this is over. If I get an adept, I could go up to 48. Heroes, if I get so much as a scratch, you better go to healing. Okay. This guy is strong. Like, this guy is actually strong. Have 10 damage, 16 damage is like the highest I can do. And then can I do 11? I'd have to rely on pretty low hits and dodging a critical. Oh, Nefeni. Forgot about Nefeni. If I attack with Nefeni, I can still attack from the back. Okay, so how does Nefeni perform here? Critical completely destroys her. She actually has some nice dodge. I think I'm probably going to start with like 49. That crit. It's not ideal. If I do 6, there's 21 left to do. Can you do 21? Rather go for only one hit, so... And let's go for the Silver Blade. If I get Ether, that's it. So you've made it this far, have you? Tell me, how many pathetic priests did you have to kill to get here? Come on, 5? More? They're pretty scrawny. You could have probably taken 10 or so without breaking a sweat. Cowardly cur. Time to stop hiding and fight like a man. And there's the critical. Why? Well, nice game over. Okay, so this was such an unnecessary risk. Should have gone, I don't know. Couldn't really attack with the javelin. I don't know. I don't know how I was supposed to do it. I just had to risk the critical there at this point. Alright, so for my third attempt, I don't know if I'm even going to bother showing the second one, where I was playing kind of automatically and I killed a priest, I killed the boss, I killed Tomenani, and I decided it wasn't worth it. For my third attempt, I decided what's not worth it are the chests. Like what? Sleep, a Nosferatu that I can't use, Spirit Dust, which is just to magic, Volganon, I'm not going to be able to use. Tomahawk, I already have one completely untouched. And something else I'm forgetting. Shouldn't matter that much. There's no unique items, there's nothing crazy in here. So we're just going to ignore the chest and go on. Yeah. So I think I was able to take 2 uses, only 1 use of the vaulting before I got it. Yes, this is a 4-use vaulting now. And I'm going to go here. I can lure all of the bows to myself. And I have a lot of... Well, you have to get as close as possible, obviously. And I can rescue and drop you. I will stay here. And yeah, Volk is then not doing a lot, to be honest. Like, I could have switched him for another unit, maybe a better combat unit. Maybe Khalil, because the boss seems to be exceptionally weak against magic. Or yes, you know, very resilient. Okay, that's Ether, right? Or was that a critical with the Sonic Sword? I think that was a critical, yeah. Maybe you can't ether from the distance. Weapon level up, which means I can use the silver now. Probably not going to. It seems to me like the best way to deal with the boss is probably just to use magic. Okay, some strength, some speed, some resistance. Also, if I'm not poisoned, I should be able to take one attack from the boss. Well, I did get defense last time, right? No, no. Oh no, please don't. Please don't. Okay, thank God. You have resistance. Yeah, that's critical, because I do 3 instead of 1. Thank God you have resistance. If you suicided on me, that would be so stupid. Yeah, by the way, this game is so slow. This game is so unapologetically slow. Okay, now I need to take care of you. Shit, that kind of limits Sykes' usability. You know what, I'm okay with that. Ike isn't that good against the boss. And maybe I want to wait a little bit more. How close is transformation for Rayson? Still a bit far away. I think I'm going to have to dance, you know, manually. Hey, I might just wait. I think just dancing for Rayson is the right idea. Yeah, here you can't do anything. Here Rayson is okay. And here you're okay. Right? Right? Right. No one should be able to kill anyone. What is this? Surprise me. Okay, light. Wait. Aren't I close range? Okay, no. For a moment I thought you were attacking me close range. But no, I moved her, especially due to that. And the boss has an axe equipped, so he can't retaliate. He gets attacked twice. And then I think I could still get an enemy out of the way and finish if Soren isn't enough. Soren should get between the two, maybe a critical, an adept, something. Okay, you're going for Mia. Well, I mean, at least I could kill you for some experience. And yeah, the enemies inside the chest rooms aren't even aggressive, so if you want to go for a bit of quickness in here, there's nothing stopping you. I actually think this is probably the best way to do this chapter if you are not interested in the contents of the chest. The spirit dust is the thing that bothers me the most, to be honest. Yeah, so now I can do this. If I get a critical, it's over. Okay. That's a critical. Well, an eye for an eye. Bitch. You have brought more priests or some babies. Dang. Oh, the baby armor. We're going there. Okay, get out. Get out. This was just insulting. This was just insulting. Magic, speed, defense, and rest. Now that's a good level. And killer bow. Alright. I got the killer bow and the vaulting, which were probably the most important things to find. Thank you very much. I never imagined that we would be rescued by soldiers of an enemy nation. There was no way we'd cut down innocent priests being forced to fight against their wills. Father, we bear no ill will toward the kingdom of Dain itself. We wish only to reclaim the homeland which was unjustly taken from us. That is the reason we fight. We had no desire to invade this land. If nothing else, please believe that. I beg your pardon. May I have the favor of your name? Lyncia Riddle Crimea. I'm the sole survivor of the Crimean royal family. Oh, you... Let us give thanks that you are alive and well. And please, I beg your understanding as well. There are many Danes who do not support the king's actions. I understand. My young general, this is for you. Our thanks for saving our lives. The Ashera staff. Okay. Can I... A staff that restores all HP to all allied units. Okay, I get it. It's the goddess staff from FE6. As well as restoring their conditions. Literally, the goddess staff only is called Ashera staff because Ashera is the name of the goddess. It's as if there was a, I don't know, a Naga staff or a Sothis staff. Now it's time to search this place. Marothaik, may I join you? Sure, why not? Everyone's lending it. Ike, where are you? Mist, I'm over here. Ike, this way, quickly, Raison's in trouble. What? Raison, what is it? I mean, don't you see the writing on the walls? Even I can see it from this low resolution sprite. He's been like this from the moment he said put it in this room. He's just staring at the walls. Oh, is this the... what appears on the safe? What is all this? Every wall has the same pattern on it. It's not a pattern, it's an ancient language. All chants and spells in magic scrolls are written thusly. Can you read it, Soren? Some, but not all. Spells are simple, whereas this is a complex narrative. I think Prince Raison could read it. I bet this is the same language that Leanne was speaking. It is. It's the Sereness language. Their chants are in this language too. So Raison is reading what's written on the walls? It appears that way. Shall we leave him be? There's a lot of writing here. This could take hours. I think that's a good idea. Ike? What is it? What I could gather, I think a person was locked in this room sometime in the past. Yeah, that's what I gathered too. Like someone was locked in here and wrote all of this. First person that comes to mind is honestly Sephiran. But Sephiran doesn't seem to have been locked, like people knew he was around. Wasn't Leanne? I don't know. You don't know who it was, do you? It wasn't able to read enough on the writing, but I found this under the bed. Is this... let me guess. A white feather. I think it may have belonged to whoever was imprisoned in this room. I apologize, I took up much of your time. Raison, you don't look so good. Why don't you rest for a bit? No, I'm fine. It's more important that we talk. About the owner of this feather? I knew it! I knew it. I just knew it. Was it in that room? Soren found it. Whose it was it? Lily, my oldest sister. The writing on the walls is hers. You have an older sister too? Will you tell us about it? She was kidnapped 20 years ago, on the night of the Serenes massacre. I thought that Linia had been murdered along with my other brothers and sisters. I believed that until today. Who took her? The walls say only that he was a large human. She probably never knew who it was. He thrust a clan treasure at her, and demanded that she use her magic to retrieve the thing sealed inside it. A clan treasure? So that would be the Lawrence medallion, right? So it's probably just Ashenarth, right? He exhorted her again and again, but to no avail. Lilia refused his request every time, because she did not possess that power. Someone wanted to revive the Dark God. Shortly after she was brought here, Lilia fell ill and collapsed. And no surprise, it was a terrible time. She was imprisoned in that tiny room with no view of earth or sky. Oh, that's so... Mist. I'm sorry, I just feel so sad for Lily and for Rayson too. I beg your pardon. Let me continue. A young Beorg began coming to the room to care for Lily. She had bluish... Okay, no. For a moment I thought, is Lily and my mom? Well, Ike's mom? No. This is the one. She had bluish hair and blue eyes. And her heart was unusually pure for a Beorg. In time, Lily and she came to be friends and shared a mutual trust. Oh. Lily decided to entrust her hopes to the woman. They shared no common language, so it took some time. But eventually the Beorg woman understood what it was Lilia wanted, which was to take the treasure and the song and flee this temple. Brother! Was there anything else written about this Beorg woman? A name, perhaps? Translated into a language, it was probably Elena. I knew it. Mother, it was our mother. What? Are you sure? Her mother's name was Elena. Like me, her hair was blue, as were her eyes. And the object you referred to as your clan treasure was an ancient bronze medallion, wasn't it? How did you know that? The medallion became my mother's keepsake, the song too. My parents both gave their lives to protect it. Ike, you are Mr. Elena's children. Then Lorian's medallion is here? The medallion was stolen, probably by Dia. It can't... This is unbelievable. Can a thing like this be a chance? To be honest, I don't fully understand all that's happened, but it all makes sense. It all comes together. Oh. And this is Mist's song. That I'm probably going to have to up the volume for, but Mist. That's the song that... But the melody's a little different, isn't it? It's similar to the song Rayson and Leanne sang in the forest. My mother used to sing it as a lullaby. It is the song of release, the one Lily entrusted to Elena. But I wore the medallion and sang that song almost every single night, and nothing ever happened. The magical effect of the song is awakened by the power of the singer. It can't be unleashed by just anyone. The true song of release can only be sung by a girl named Altina. Altina? I think I know who she is. Altina? No. Altina is like the OG hero, right? Isn't she the OG hero? Like the one who had both the Ragnell and the Alondite. I know things, heroes and all that. Well, Liliana wanted your mother to take the melody to Altina and return the medallion to its rightful place in Serenus Forest. The story is becoming clearer and clearer. My father fled dying to protect my mother who was carrying the amulet. Ike, how did you know? Borg taught me. He told me about my father's past and the amulet, and the Dark God too. So you know everything. King Ashnar took Lilia, didn't he? That would be the final piece of the puzzle. After all, the man who found my father was the king's henchman. Ike, are you saying you know who killed Commander Grill? You never said anything about that. We all thought his murderer was unknown. Why didn't you say anything? I don't know, I never felt like talking about it. He was a dying soldier, wasn't he? Who was it? Who was the man who killed Commander Grell? Ike, tell me. Can we discuss this later? Oh, yes, of course. Up to this point, we've all been fighting for the liberation of Crimea. Even if we now add that the stopping the Dark God from being released and punishing Commander Grell's killer, our enemy remains unchanged. King Dain and his henchmen are the ones we must defeat. It's mysterious, isn't it? I mean, Ration said the same thing earlier, but could all of this really be mere coincidence? The fall of Crimea, Ike's parents, the death of Ration's sister, the fact that everything leads back to Dain. If true, it changes the meaning behind this war. The treatment of Lilia is one thing, but the assassination of the former apostle, the framing and destruction of my nation. If it was all part of Dain's plan to steal the medallion and the song, then the reason I fight. Alright, I didn't like this map. Very, very cool story. Like, I was wondering, after reaching Dain, every time I think that the story is going to suffer a bit of a low point because of how it's structured, every time it surprises me by just keeping on being good and keeping things interesting, solving mysteries, posing new questions. Yeah, I don't know. This was great as a story. Now as a map, I understand the concept of you have to get the priests out of the way, but because they they will suicide on characters with 1-2 range, and I unintentionally, I think I probably showed it, even if I was recording, I was just playing along, I was doing it mechanically. I killed the priest boss, this guy Tomenani, and yeah, it was like, wow, ain't this nice? And making it so repetitive and just adding, because the scythe rooms with the chest are just complete padding for the mat, like they don't have anything at all. I feel like they were there only to try and make this map a bit more complicated, maybe, go for the side objectives, but the rewards aren't really worth it, in my opinion. If you had to actually access them to somehow unlock the door to the boss, kind of like FE6 on chapter 22, I'm thinking this is chapter 22, so I don't know. I wasn't really vibing with this map, especially after the last one. The last one was very long, and I do think Enna mechanically as a boss is a bit dumb, but it was much more interesting. This one felt weird. Well, as they said, even though this was a nice stop to understand more the motives and the actions of Dain, this doesn't really change anything. We're still going to march to Crimea, so I expect the next map. Honestly, it's high time we battle Petrine. And Ashrar did say to Petrine that she was supposed to guard the frontier. So unless we spend one more map in Dain, I would expect the next map to be against Petrine. While I sometimes predict some things that happen, like, finding a white feather, well, that was, I don't know, it was the typical thing that you could find to identify a Serenus Royal or something. I have to say the story is surprising me, and this has to be probably it's not my favorite story. My favorite story remains unchanged. Is probably still FE6. And I would argue even Echoes is still, fighting this one because of how aesthetically pleasing and how well written the dialogue is. Even if the story itself is simpler, the dialogue is very good. But yeah, this is it's definitely the highest point of Path of Radiance. How the world is built, how the characters are written is just very impressive. And yeah, that's going to do it for this part, obviously. Next part, more. So without further ado, yeah, bye.